Hello and welcome back for another Supreme Cube draft. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting the hang of this cube, and I also feel more comfortable just drafting other things other than just blue piles. Blue piles are maybe the best, but there's other decks that can compete and are a lot of fun. This pack is not very good. There's no power and no very obvious picks. I can take like an Iron Mesa as a decent fetch. Charter Course is a decent blue card, but I found like Charter Course and Impulse, while still decent cards, become a lot worse if the power level of the cards is a lot higher. Like in Vintage Cube, they're picks 3 and 4 or 5 when it comes to blue cantrips, and here they're just so much worse because everything's much more efficient. Another thing, Skull Clamp. I wouldn't mind trying like a Skull Clamp green deck, or we can just go mono red and take the Goblin Guide and a fetch here. Not 100% sure how good Goblin Guide is in this type of format, but maybe it could be good. I think I will take the fetch. Another option is maybe Geist and try for a tempo-y deck. Geist seemed like a decent threat against all of these blue decks. I don't think I want to commit to Geist. Yeah, this is just not a very exciting pack. I'll take the Geist. Ooh, Mana Drain, Niv Mizzet. I think the Omnath deck was pretty good that we drafted, but Niv Mizzet seems like it requires a lot more work. Definitely taking a Mana Drain, I think. There's also Mox Diamond or Emrakul. Start by taking a Mana Drain and then probably the Mox Diamond. Mox Diamond is sometimes a little awkward because you're playing a lot of low land decks because you have all these Moxen. And then Mox Diamond, yeah, if you're already low on lands and have enough lands to make your land drops, then maybe Mox Diamond is not that great. Mana Drain for sure, and then I'm somewhat tempted by Niv. Maybe I should just try this and see how it goes. I think Mox Diamond is just a little better. Still, not amazing cards. I feel like I want this Flooded Strand. What else? I think Factor Fiction is actually pretty good. It gets around Hull Breacher, it gets around Narset, and it gives you something to do, especially when you already have a Mana Drain with the Mana Drain mana. So I think I'll take that. Sphinx also good, but I'll take Foff. That's some power. Here we just pick up our Moxen and be happy with it. I like Ashiok too, but we'll take the Moxen. And we'll take another set of Moxen. Yep, that is a Supreme Vintage Cube for you. I also really want to try a deck with Eidolon. If you get like Eidolon, Mono Red, and some Mox Rubies or like Lotuses, how sick is it if you can play a turn 1 Eidolon in this format? We'll take the Moxen here, no question asked. And another Mox that we're taking for sure. I think I'll take the Hallowed Fountain. It is good with both of our fetches, and we can maybe play this Geist. We do have to look out and make sure that we actually get enough playables, because these are technically all lands. I think Brainstorm could be good. Maybe Gideon could be good actually. Just Gideon is a turn 1 play, and then start beating, and we do want to find some counters. I think Gideon and Treachery is what I want to take here. Ponder, Council's Judgment. I like a Tundra, but I don't think I need it because I already have the Hallowed Fountain. Council's Judgment gets rid of a bunch of Planeswalkers. That seems good. And then Ponder. Ooh, Oko. I like me an Oko. We have a Mox Emeralds, and I guess we want to pick up a green-white land then. Yeah, I'll take Oko. Turn 1 Oko seems like a way to win games of Magic. I'll take Spell Pierce. Just some cheap interaction. Oh man. Wow. Time Twister, Mox Ruby. So many Mox, and Time Twister goes really well with that plan. And another Mox. Can you imagine having a red deck to go with this? That would be sick. Yeah, I'll take the Mox. Wow. This draft is going quite nicely. We can take Porcelain Legionnaire as a generic beater, or just a coercive portal to keep drawing some more cards. We can drop it pretty quickly, so I think I want that. Yeah. Ooh, Force of Will. I like me a Force of Will. And then there's also Narset, which is amazing in this format, and we already have Time Twister. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of unfortunate that we ended up on a blue pile again, but this, yeah, it seems real good. Take another Force, just stop all the nonsense, and I think I will take our Consecrated Sphinx here. Yeah, this pack is not that insane. I see myself taking Control Magic. Maybe we take Blightsteel on the off chance that we get like a Tinker. Yeah, I like that. It's a bit of a speculative pick, but it doesn't cost us that much. And then I'll take Winds of Abandon. having some form of removal is actually quite nice. I've had some games where my opponent played a big creature and then I just had no actual removal spells in my deck, so I don't mind having one. Thieving Skydiver, and then I kind of want to try Trigon Predator, so I think I'll take that over a Tundra. Ooh, Time Spiral, Library. I'm not sure how good Library is going to be if we are playing all of these moxen. I will take the Thieving Skydiver, and I think the Time Spiral. Okay, second to last booster. Skyclave Apparition seems decent with what we are trying to do. And then I guess I take the Preordained, or do I take the Lumbering Falls? No, I'll take the Preordained and the Apparition. Another Time Spiral, and I guess we take a Prismatic Vista. We didn't get a fetchable green source, but I think that's fine. Do we have enough playables? Yeah, we do. We will have to play every card that we picked up, but most of our cards are just gas, so that's no problem. Take that, and then Upheaval could also be cool with all of these moxen, but at the same time, your opponent is going to have a bunch of moxen also. So what are you really accomplishing? They're just going to dump their hand again as well. So I think I'll just take the Time Spiral. Should I? Now I'm not sure. In Time Spiral, we don't have all that many lands. We can't dump our hand fast, so let's take the Time Spiral. Yeah, well, we're not playing the Blightsteel. We didn't get a Tinker, so that doesn't seem necessary. How many lands do we have? Yeah, we can just add 6 lands. Looks like a deck. I'm very curious to see how this performs, and I'm also very curious to see how Trigon Predator performs. That card seems like it could be very good. So let's jump into the queue. Right, round 1 with our, I don't know how many moxen deck. I think like 8 or something. We only have 1 in our opener, but we do have a Ponder, we have a Thieving Skydiver, we have a Geist. I think we keep. Not one of our forces. I feel like, yeah, I'm always very afraid when I'm on the draw and I don't have a force, because our opponent can do so many busted things. Island, Soul Ring. Well, we can maybe Thieving Skydiver that. Lotus Petal. So they're really going for broke here. I think I just Ponder, not show them the mox. Don't want any of these. Shuffle, yes. There's the other mox. So next turn we can steal their Soul Ring. Yeah, hopefully nothing big comes out here. Swamp. And I don't do anything. I will play a Mox Emeralds, a Mox Ruby. Now the question is, do I want to play the Skydiver? I think I just do. If they have a counter, they have a counter. That's kind of fine. X is currently 1. Yep. Hopefully this works. It does resolve and we get to steal their Soul Ring. They tap it. Yep. Thirst for Knowledge. Okay. At least we deprive them of quite a bit of mana. Them having Lotus Petal makes me think they might be Storm. They discard another Mox and a Swamp. So they're... Wait, that's weird, right? They could have just only discarded the Mox. Well, I don't know. Not sure what our opponent is thinking. I kind of want to draw a blue land next turn so I can play both Geist and keep up mana drain. Gush. Yeah, that works. Black Lotus. Okay. Yeah, I think our opponent is definitely on Storm. Yawgmoth's Bargain. Okay. Yep, that's Storm alright. I feel bad about not keeping up this mana drain now. I have so much life to work with, so I imagine we're just dead. I'll just yield and let our opponent do his thing. The only thing they're really constrained by is mana. Cards, they have as many as they want. So I guess they have like maybe another Lotus in their deck. Oh, another Lotus Petal. Do they have Yawgwill? Yep, Mox. Wow, this seems awesome. Signet. Go sack some petals. And then, what is this? Turnabout. Untapping their artifacts. Yawgwill. Okay. I mean, if they have a Storm card, we're just dead. So, yep. Do a bunch of stuff. Moxen, petals, Black Lotus, and Tendrils. Alright. Yeah, that is good enough. Storm is a hard deck to beat, I feel. Especially with just a bunch of counters. Okay, they showed us their hand. Rory's Wake. Not sure about that one, but looks good. Should have kept up mana drain. There's nothing really I want to change. Let's just resubmit. This hand doesn't do anything, so I have to mulligan. Again, no moxen, 1 land. That's not good. I guess we have to keep this, but it doesn't seem great either. Put back one of the Time Spirals in the Council's Judgment. Yeah, our mulligans were very poor. What did our opponent do? Yeah, they kept 7, so I don't feel great about our chances here. I think we go Narset, Mox Pearl, Mox Sapphire, not shuffle. And next turn we get to keep up counter magic, or if they play a Soul Ring, maybe we can steal it. But they don't play anything. Well, let's play a Mox Sapphire. At least we have mana drain up. Perhaps we can drain something and then play a Time Spiral. And next turn we get to play a Narset. Don't do anything. I think I do just want to play this Narset. Seems pretty good against them. Brainstorm. Yeah. And then they can fetch some stuff away. But Narset stops like time stop twisters and everything like that. And hopefully maybe we can like find a force. That would be great. Oh, they actually scoop. Narset's so good they scoop. Well, good to know. Submit again. I have to mulligan again. We have turn 1 Narset, and we saw how good that was last game, so I think I keep. And then put back this Factor Fiction, because I also want to have the Geist to start clocking them if they're not scared enough of Narset. Let's hope we don't just die on turn 1. Brainstorm, and they don't do anything else. And next turn we can also play Skyclave Aberration and take out their Mox. I think I want to start with the Narset though. That was so good last turn, or last game. Let's see if it's good enough here. They fetch. Do they have like a counter? Mystical Tutor. Okay. What are they grabbing? Commit to Memory, perhaps? Yeah. So they can get rid of the Narset that way. Well, we have Spell Pierce to deal with it if we need to. I was hoping to find a Force, but we'll take a Mox Ruby instead. And then next turn we can play Geist with Spell Pierce back up. I actually can't play the Skyclave Aberration. I need double white for that. So I feel good about this game, but anything can happen. Demonic Tutor, all right. And they don't do anything else. Mana Drain. I think we start by Narsetting. Coercive Portal. Well, we can play that maybe next turn. I don't want to not have Spell Pierce up. So let's play Geist. We have a clock on them now. We can Spell Pierce if they go for the commit. And otherwise we have the Mana Drain. Oh, they don't have a fourth mana source. There's our Forest. Kind of awkward. I think we just attack with the Geist and then play the Coercive Portal. I don't think it matters if we can't keep up Mana Drain and Spell Pierce, so then we might as well develop our board. But they also did Tutor, so anything can happen. Let's see what they have. Opposition Agent. Ah, I see. So they can kill the Narset that way. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but it happens. We still have some tools to fight them. And if we can draw a white land, we can take out the Mox as our mana source. Maybe we shouldn't have Narset it to look for cards. Emery. Okay. They hit a Mox Sapphire. Oh, I'm going to draw some extra cards. Ooh, Force of Will. That's something I'm very happy with. But I'm also quite happy to take out... Oh, they get the Surge. Oh man, I haven't played against Opposition Agent at all. Yep, they get the Surge. Forgot about that one. I think it's still fine, but we have double counter. They did get to see our deck, I guess. They're on 7, so they have 2 more turns. If we had been able to play this Aberration, that would have been nice. Yeah, oh, they did get a land. Yeah, they get the Mox, Mana Crypt, Yawgmoth's Will. I mean, we can Mana Drain the Yawgmoth's Will. They go to commit. No, I think I just have to counter this. Then I will counter the commit if they go for it. Or maybe if they commit here, just let that happen. Don't have any more mana off of that. Yeah, they just let this happen. Makes sense. So we want to draw a white land, because with a white land we can get rid of the opposition agent and actually attack. Ooh, Thieving Skydiver. I like that too. We get a bunch of mana, so we can use this to steal their Mox Diamond, or we can steal their Mana Crypt. Perhaps I should just... No, I think well, they will tap it though. That's the thing. Let's just play it first. I think I do steal this now. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. Yeah, they tap that. Then they have to use the commit now if they want to. They put away the Skydiver. Yeah, that's fine. That goes away. And we can attack with the Geist and they'll go down to 1. I imagine they block with the opposition agent and we won't be able to kill them next turn. But they don't have a lot of leftovers. I think they'll try and go for the commit to memory or flashbacking the memory. They also have the Mana Crypt flip that they need to win. And they lost the flip. So we got there. All right, a nice win against Storm. A bunch of moxen, and their first game was insane. That was kind of fun to watch as well. So all in all, it's all good, and we get to go to game 2 or match 2 with a 1-0 record. Round 2 of our cube drafts. On the play, let's see if we can get a busted opener. Not bad. We're missing a land, but I think it's keepable. Here you see Mox Diamond being a little bit awkward because we only have 1 land, so it doesn't actually do anything. But let's just keep it. Not play the Mox just yet. Island, and they don't do anything. Ooh, another Mox. I think we just go Mox, Mox, and Time Twister. That works. We have another land and another Mox. And we have a Force of Will, and next turn we can play a Consecrated Sphinx. So That should be pretty good. Hopefully we didn't give our opponent a busted 7 also. Protection Probe. They see what they have to fight through. Mox Emeralds. Is it Signet? And an island. And nothing else. Time Spiral. I think we just run out the Consecrated Sphinx. If they have a counter, I will force. And probably force pitching Time Spiral. Well, that doesn't matter. They don't have it. Draw 2. Yep. Gideon, Trigon Predator. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have gone for the Mox Diamond, just have a green source. Cryptic Command, bouncing my Sphinx and drawing a card. We can force this, but I think I just let this happen. It's not too bad. Oko. I'll just play a land and play the Sphinx again. Yep. So they just bought some time with their Cryptic. Cycled it. Get to draw 2 again. Yes. Ooh, another Mox and a land. See what they have now. Commit to Memory. I could force this, but I think I just don't really care that much. We'll draw it again at some point, and we have a ton of gas left. No reason to take any chances. I think I'll actually just fetch away the Sphinx and play this Gideon. Gideon is good enough to win, perhaps. We have a bunch of counter magic. We can also just Time Spiral again. Maybe we can find our Narset before we do. They can flash back their Memory. Scalding Tarn fetch. Untapped. And let's see what they have. Wheel of Fortune. No thank you. Let's just mana drain it. They want to fight, we have a force. They copy our force or mana drain. I think we just force then. Pitching Trigon Predator. Yeah, that resolves, and then the mana drain resolves. They don't do anything. Untap, get a bunch of mana, play our Mox. Could Time Spiral, but seems a little risky. Maybe their hand is just a lot better when we Time Spiral, so I think I just stay like this. Attack with the Gideon. Maybe fetching away the Sphinx was a mistake. Mox Emeralds. So they also have a bunch of Moxen. Ooh, an untapped land. What is this? Oh, right. Now they get a fresh hand. So do we. And they don't have a ton of mana left. Protection Probe. Paying life. Sure. Ancestral Recall. Yeah, that's fine. They have a bunch of cards, but we have more mana, I think. We have a threat on the board. Fast Bond. Will Spell Pierce that. Maybe it's not necessary, but you have a handful of cards, so it's not getting any better. And they have to discard a Scalding Tarn. Draw Mana Drain, that's a nice one. Fetch, get the Hallowed Fountain. I think we just paid a life. And then let's play this Thieving Skydiver. We can steal one of their Moxen. Restrict their mana a little bit. I think I also play this Skyclave Apparition. Restrict their mana even further. And Preordain. Basically looking for a Force of Will. Ooh, another Skydiver. No, I don't think I need that. Draw another Mox. Let's play it. Plus on our Skydiver and attack for... Let's make it indestructible. And attack for 4. We have a mana drain for anything really threatening. Time Walk. That is scary, but I think I'll just let it happen. I'd rather just counter what comes after this. Consecrated Sphinx. Yep, that's getting drained. And then they have another turn to do something busted, but they're also on 3 life. Another Breeding Pool tapped. Opponent's deck looks nice too. Double Mox. Ancestral, Time Walk. We just have more Moxen. We don't have any other power cards, but if you can play everything 2 turns sooner, then everything becomes quite powerful. Bribery. Yeah, I mean, we can't do anything about it. Not sure what they can get. Don't think we have like any unbeatable cards in our deck. The best creature is probably the Sphinx, and we have that in our hand. Yeah, Skydiver is the best thing they could find. Wheel of Fortune, sure. They have no mana. So maybe if they have like a Lotus, no, they scoop it up. All right, game 1 in the bag. Maybe this Winds of Abandon is good if we have to kill like a Sphinx. No, I think it's fine. You just have to counter the Sphinx anyway, otherwise they draw a card. Don't want to have that happen. We do have a Mox and a Preordain and 2 lands. No, just 1 land, sorry. I think I'll keep. I can play a 3-drop on turn 2 and then go from there. They just play an island. Ooh, guys, this Trigon Predator is again pretty awkward. Kind of want to fetch before preordaining in case I put a bunch of things to the bottom. So let's get a plains then. Preordain. No, don't want any of these. Let's at least land so we can turn to a Geist, or we can maybe play a Skydiver if they have a Mox. They do have a Mox. Discarding an island, playing a mountain. So they have 3 mana. I'm going to attempt to steal their Mox. Ooh. Vendilion Click, sure. Curious what they take here. Probably the Skydiver, or maybe the Geist. Geist is difficult to beat, but then again they also have to click to block it. Our hand's pretty good though. Yeah, they took the Skydiver. Makes sense. I guess we just run out the Geist then. And then maybe if we draw a white source, we can Gideon and make the Geist indestructible. Breeding Pool tapped. Don't want to attack. That makes sense. We play our island. So we didn't get our white source, so we can't attack with the Guys, we do get to keep up mana drain now. An island and just passing. Ooh, Mox Ruby. So we could try to treachery this. I think I just will. Hopefully it works. Spell Pierce. Okay. We have 2 cards in hand. This is pass. End of turn. Ooh, they commit one of our moxen. Kind of fine with them doing that. Play a land and I guess they're flashing back memory. Yeah, that's good. But at the same time, we are the ones untapping first with a fresh draw. And they probe for life. And they get to see what we can do. And then they pass. Alright, so we play Mox Pearl. And then, do I want to just Time Spiral? Let's see, we can steal their Mox. They still have 5 mana and we don't really have all that many good things. Well, actually, we can Skyclave Apparition to click. So that's gone. And then play the Prismatic Vista, fetch, get our Forest, and play the Skydiver. That can steal their Mox, and we get to slam with the guys. And then maybe next turn we try and Time Spiral. This could backfire, but then again, if we Time Spiral, maybe they get the nuts still. So I'd rather have a board that they have to deal with. Play another land, Hull Breacher. Okay, did I have Time Twister? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's tough. At least we have creatures to beat them down with, but Mox, Young Pyro. Okay, and they're sacking a bunch of treasures, Time Spiral. I mean, that's pretty good. I think we probably lose here. Maybe it was correct to Time Spiral after all. We have so much mana now. Okay, Consecrated Sphinx. I think we just scoop here. We can't get through. If they didn't have a flyer, we could get through for 6 and then maybe get it done that way, but no thank you. We get to be on the play now. And hopefully we have a double Mox hand into a 3-drop. I think this is good enough. We can turn 1 Ponder and then turn 2 Time Twister by also playing a Mox. And maybe this Ponder finds us something else. So it's worth trying. I don't think I'd keep this on the draw, but on the play it looks fine. At least the chance of us getting Hull Breachered are also a lot less. Put back Time Spiral, Mox Sapphire, Arid Mesa. Shuffle, no. Don't think I'd play our Mox Diamond just yet. Breeding Pool tapped. Okay, so imagine it's gonna resolve. I haven't seen any forces from them. Sapphire, Diamond, discarding the Forest, Arid Mesa. I guess we do just fetch here, get up Plains, and then just go for the Twister. And that works. Sweet. Ooh, even 2 more Moxen. Now let's just play both of them, and then next turn we get to play Oko. And we have a Force backup. And they probe, see what they're up against. Mox Diamond, okay. Mox Emeralds, yep. Mountain. So it looks like we gave him a pretty decent hand. Chase. Don't need to force that. We can just Oko it if we want to. Time Spiral. I think what I'll do here is just Thieving Skydiver, stealing their Mox Diamond, and then play the Forest and the Oko. I think I just Oko the Chase now before it's too late. And we still have a Force of Will as backup. We do need to exile Time Spiral, which I'd rather not do. At the same time, Time Spiraling into their open mana is pretty scary in case they have a Hull Breacher. Yeah, they attack our Oko, that's fine, we'll just let it happen. They don't do anything. Fact or fiction? This is play our land, untapped, and then Faf. This gets around Hull Breacher if that's what they have. Those are some good ones. I think I just take the top pile. We already, well, no, just take the bottom one. It's an extra blue card for Force of Will. And then I think we turn their Mox Diamond into an Elk in case they can steal it back or whatever. Then we attack for 2 and just keep up Force. If they Hull Breacher, I will counter Fencer. I think I do counter this just because I don't want to lose my Oko. Team Van's untapped, but they don't do anything. Yeah, they attack Oko, so we just block. Still a little scared of a Hull Breacher. Let's just attack. Play the Predator and make a food. Let's hope they don't have Hull Breacher into Wheel again. Yeah, they do have the Hull Breacher. Now we need them to not have the Wheel or Time Spiral, but it looks like, yeah, they have the Wheel again. That's and we've lost both our Time Spirals and the Time Twister, so it's unfortunate that they had that exact combination. Maybe we should have just let the Oko go and not force there. And Hull Breacher having Flash made it so Treachery wasn't good enough and couldn't Oko it. The only thing we can do now is use Oko to steal their Hull Breacher or their Glen. And they also have a Time Spiral. Man, I guess at least the upside to this is now we have a chance of maybe finding a Twister of our own. Yeah, we can steal their Hull Breacher with Oko. Play 2 Moxen and a Sphinx. Jeez. Yeah, but they also have this Glen, so that's going to stop most of what we tried to do. So I think we're just dead again. Oh, and we draw a land, so yeah, we're dead. It was really unfortunate that they had exactly those 2 cards. I guess we shouldn't have forced, or maybe we should have just gone for the Time Spiral with Force backup, and then when they try to flash in the Breacher, force that. Oh well. Match 3. Let's see if we can get at least a 2-1. I mean, this hand doesn't have any moxen, but it's pretty good otherwise. I think we keep. We're on the draw, but we have a force of will. Oh no, we're on the play, sorry. Guess just flood it, fetch, get a blue, preordain. I want both of these. Actually, maybe I don't want the Narset, but I do want the land. I just hope to find a mox next turn so I can go a little bit faster. Time Spiral, yeah, that's not a mox. Would have gone very nicely with a Narset, but at least we have Spell Pierce still. Brainstorm, They don't have a fetch, so I'm not sure why they brainstorm, because now they're just going to draw the exact same cards. But I guess, play the island and just play Geist. Impulse, that's fine. So they're looking for a force. Geist resolves, that's good. Swamp and they don't do anything. We get to go play the Mox Emeralds, play the Prismatic Vista. I think we want to fetch for a second white, and then play this Coercive Portal, and then attack with the Geist. And if they have anything to block it, I think we might just force Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, I do think I want to force this. Geist is just such a good threat. And we still have the Spell Pierce to stop some of their possible spells. So go down to 14. And we can recoup some of the lost card advantage with this portal. Black Lotus. Oh, that's scary. Hopefully they don't use it to play a creature. No, they don't use it at all. All right. We'll say Homage and draw Force. Nice. Play our Mox. Can just hardcast Force and still have Spell Pierce as well. Get in with the Geist. Another Snapcaster. Well, we're just going to force it again. And that resolves to... Sweet. They're down to 8. We don't have any more forces in our deck. So I guess the card we want to draw most is Mana Drain. Wars of Signet. That's fine. Murderous Rider. Yep. Mana Vault. That's fine. I guess Murderous Rider stops our Geist from attacking, but we are drawing 2 cards a turn. Thieving Skydiver and Factor Fiction. Well, I think I want to just Skydiver and take Dark Lotus. They probably sacrifice it, but that's fine. Yeah, they do. I guess we don't attack then. Yeah, I mean, they still have a ton of mana with this Mana Vault, but maybe it should have just gone Factor Fiction. No, they don't do anything on their turn, but let's draw some more cards. Time Spiral, Consecrated Sphinx. I think we just jam the Sphinx. That just resolves, so okay, they scoop. Sweet. Guess they didn't have anything anymore. No changes, just run it back. Okay, we have a hand with 3 Moxen, but none of them produce a color of mana that we need. So as good as that is, I think we have to mulligan. This one seems keepable. Let's keep this and then I think put back the Geist. It's a little awkward that we don't have double blue, but this Preordain can hopefully get us there. They also have Preordain. I put 2 cards on top. Lucky them. Let's go for Mox. Let's Preordain. I want both of these. I guess I'll go Island, Mox, play a Forest, and I might as well play the other Mox also. If they have like a Time Twister or something like that, I'd rather have it on the board. Time Walk. Okay, let's just explore. Another Island, a Mox Jet. Yep. Mind Twist for 3. Yikes. Oh, well, we do lose Mana Drain Dragon Predator in the Skydiver, but we do have this portal left. We can hopefully recoup some of the lost cards. The Force Litigation, exiling Fallen Shinobi. Okay, so it's their 4 mana and 2 cards versus our 4 mana, and now 1 card. And Skydiver means we get to steal their Mox through Mana Drain, so we don't get to steal their Mox. Alright, let's see what they have. Swamp and nothing. Force of Will, which we cannot cast, not for mana or for alternate cost. Plains, the Fairy. Okay. They bounce their Mox and draw a card. Well, land, but can't do anything. They play a land, plus the Teferi, say go. Mox Diamond doesn't do anything. Brainstorm, yep. Soul Ring. So we know they still have a Mox Jet in hand. Time Twister. I think we do go for this, even though they have a ton of mana, so this is a little scary. We're not in a winning position, so play a land. Ponder. Don't think I want any of these cards. Yep. Shuffle. Time Spiral. I mean, we gave them a fresh hand, so this is pretty scary. Hopefully they didn't draw their Mind Twist again. They have a FOF. Well, Mana Drain versus the rest. But I feel like this game is kind of out of our reach. Mana Vault. And it looks like we're getting Mind Twisted. If that's the case, then I think we're about ready to scoop here. Yep, that's enough for me. Yeah, Mind Twist did a number on us. And then Teferi making all of our counter magic useless. We'd like to play first. Ooh, turn 2 Oko. That's about all this hand does, but I think it's good enough to keep. We do need to find a land or another Mox to turn 2 the Oko. Well, I don't think we need Mox Diamond, but we do want this land. And then just pass. Island, Force of Will. That's nice. Yep, Play the life, play the mox, and Oko. Oko resolves, create a food. Alright, I like our position. Island, don't do anything. Ooh, mana drain 2. I think we just turn our food into a 3-3 and start beating down. We have double counter backup. Things are looking good. Impulse, yeah, that's fine. Swamp, okay. They don't do anything. Prismatic Vista. We just make another food, or we can do that after attacking. Now we have the option of playing the portal. I think we should just do that. Means our shields are down a little bit because we don't have double counter spell, but okay, they mana leak it. That's fine. Just make another food. And then next turn we're attacking for 6. Time walk. I'll let this happen. Again, just an explorer. Sheldock Isle. Hopefully that's not gonna matter this game. We'll have killed them before then. Mind Twist. Well, I will force the Mind Twist and keep the mana drain for next turn. Spell Prayers. Sweet. Turn our food into a beat stick, attack for 6, and then next turn we just turn our mox into a beat stick and attack for 9. Wars of Signet. That's fine. Don't do anything. So let's see if we can get there. Oh, they do want to do something. Snapcaster Mage. I think we just mana drain their Snapcaster. We don't want them to have a blocker. And that's good enough. They scoop. So having 8 moxen in your deck is actually good. We did get Hull Breacher twice. It seems like one of the best things you can be doing in the cube. A little bit unfortunate that one game where they had exactly Hull Breacher and Wheel of Fortune as their last 2 cards. But yeah, this is what happens in this cube. You have a degenerate deck, but your opponent also has one. So we'll keep drafting and keep trying some new archetypes. I still kind of want to try Mono Red. If you get Mox Ruby and some Lotuses and then slam an Eidolon on turn 1, that seems like it would be good against a lot of the decks going around. So see you for the next one.